Hello people, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the propaganda machine. This is the Premier League review show for game week 4, and as we do, we always start with the Arsenal. The North London derby ended Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. The goal from Gabriel, it was a solid header, moved Romero out the way and headed it past Vicario. The whole game you could see Arsenal had a game plan. From minute 1, sit back, soak up the pressure and eventually hit Tottenham on the counter-attack or with one of the set pieces, and that's how it ended. The first half, it was quite kind of scruffy and scrappy. 7 yellow cards, a Premier League record for the first half, and there was only like one chance really. I think it was Martinelli. He had the chance through on goal and he just wasted it. Havertz had another header, was saved from Vicario. Tottenham had a few half chances. Kulusevski in the first couple of minutes, and then Solanke with a header. He also had another opportunity where Tottenham were dominating for the opening 15 minutes and forcing us into errors, and then he was on the edge of the box. He had the ball and he just wasted his time. He wasted his time, he wasted the fans' time, and he wasted everyone else's time. And like I say, Tottenham have the worst front three in the top 10. Solanke, Brennan Johnson, Odebear, 3 championship strikers. They all came from the championship. And then the other striker, Son, he's old. He's tired now. He can only finish. So he needs to be a striker. But they've just spent 65 million on Solanke. So how are you going to have Son out on the touchline when he's not really got the pace to tear up the fullback like previously? It's not looking good for Tottenham. Tottenham, I believe that's only 4 wins in their last 14 games, and 3 of those were the relegated sides from last season, along with Everton, and Everton are absolutely hopeless this season. So it's not looking good for Ange. Fans are calling for his head already. The Levy out protests are back, especially since now it's 3 losses in a row for Tottenham at their home stadium in North London derbies. First time in 40 years. Yeah, so Arsenal got the job done. On to the next game. Atlanta in the Champions League before Manchester City, the big one. Come on, you Gunners. Next up, we have Liverpool. Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1. This game is the shock of the weekend. No one would have thought Nottingham Forest will go to Anfield and get 3 points for the first time in I think 52 years, they said. Callum Hudson had done the damage. The first half, Liverpool had the chances, but Nottingham Forest, they dug in, stayed compact and had a game plan. This weekend, a few teams have had game plans and they've stuck to it and got their desired result. When you don't stick to the plan, bad things usually happen. And in this game, the Forest players stuck to the game plan and got the job done for Nuno. So, as I was saying, Liverpool, they were quite wasteful. They had the majority of the play in the first half. The chances, Diaz hit the post. They had a few other chances, but you just know that Liverpool, they're always going to get chances, but today you didn't expect them to draw a blank, and this is what happened. So Forest, very compact, resilient, digging in deep. It wasn't until around the 60th minute they realised, okay, let's bring on the pace now. Callum Hudson-Odoi, then Elanga about 5-10 minutes later, and instantly they started looking dangerous. They had one opportunity on the break, and then the very next one, Elanga, a beautiful pass crossfield to Hudson-Odoi, and we know what happened next. Hudson-Odoi bent it into the bottom corner. Conor Bradley probably having nightmares about Hudson-Odoi, because you know he was getting cooked, and it resulted in the goal. So Arne Slot loses his first game for Liverpool. Nottingham Forest remain unbeaten. One of only 5 sides to remain unbeaten to the start of the season. So they snatched Liverpool's chain, said give me that, and took away their undefeated record. Well done, Nottingham Forest. Next game, Southampton 0, Manchester United 3. With this one, Southampton, I feel like we're constantly talking about Southampton. It's like they're the real 4-play FC. They do everything but score. Pretty football, good pressing, creating chances, everything. The lips in, the fingering, the touching the breasts, everything. But they just don't, you know what I mean? They don't get to the 4th base. They're in between 1st base and 3rd base. They even got the opportunity. Bro, it's like they went to the Broths and they didn't score. How? It's a penalty. They went to the Broth. They're there and they couldn't score. Southampton, man. I feel sorry for this team, man. It's not looking good for them. Because like I said, Man United were there for the taking in the opening 30 minutes. And if Southampton scored, who knows what could have happened. Anything could have happened, because yeah, their own fans would have maybe started getting nervous, but once they missed the penalty, it was the Southampton fans who started getting nervous. And yeah, you just knew once that penalty was missed. Cameron Archer, don't know why they let him take it. They should have let an experienced player take the penalty in Brereton Diaz. They didn't. It was a waste. And 5 minutes later, De Ligt got his first goal for Man United. And he was also involved in the second goal, because short corner placed to Ahmad to Rashford. Rashford strikes the ball, and De Ligt, he blocks the goalkeeper and just moves his body out the way. And Ramsdale had no chance. Then, at the end, Southampton, they decided to get a red card. Jack Stevens, he had enough. He lashed out. That red card was a typical lashing out. He didn't need to make the challenge. There was no reason for it. Don't know why he done it. Like, it's just stupid. And then at the end, Garnacho comes on, finishes the job, and it's 3-0 to Man United. So it just looks like a good performance all round. But yeah, the first 30 minutes weren't good for Man United, but the next 60, it was cruise control. And Xerxes, he always gets in the right positions. Somehow he just can't score. He's one of them players by the looks of it. Right place, right time, wrong person. So Man United win, end their 2-game losing streak. Rashford ended his scoring drought. I don't know when was his last goal, but he's ended it, and now he can stop crying about so-called media giving him harsh criticism. Just stop crying. Focus on your football, Marcus. That's the best thing for you. I'm not going to go in on you, but just focus. Get your head in the game. Man City 2, Brentford 1. Oh, Wissa put Brentford in the lead in the first minute. And you can say for the first 25 minutes, Brentford, they should have had at least 2 goals, maybe 3. The thing is, when you don't take your chances against Manchester City, there's only one outcome, especially when Erling Haaland is on the pitch. You just know for a fact that he's going to score. And what did he do? He's done it again. He got 2 goals, almost got the hat-trick to make history, to become the first player in Premier League history to get 3 hat-tricks in a row, but he didn't, and you could see he was frustrated in this game that he didn't get the hat-trick. But he's now on 9 goals, 6 more than any other striker, and I believe he's got more goals than every team in the Premier League. This Haaland he's a robot, he's an android. It's crazy. But bad news for Brentford as well. Wissa is out. He's out for 2 months. So FPL players, yeah, you're going to have to get him out, because he started the season on fire. Him and Mbeumo, the cramp twins. And maybe with him being out, it might affect his twin brother's form, Mbeumo. We just have to wait and see, because I'll be waiting and seeing. If he doesn't score for the next 2 games, he's getting out of there in the international break. So, Man City make it 4 wins from 4. Perfect start. And next game, Arsenal. So, it's going to be interesting to see how that plans out. Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 1. Nkunku, he done damage in the end. And Bournemouth, they just had so many opportunities in this game. This is another one. They are masters of their own downfall in this game. They could have done the damage. They had opportunity after opportunity, chance after chance, and they just squandered everything. They had a penalty. 2 penalty misses this weekend from Southampton and now Bournemouth, the South Coast brothers. They just wasted their opportunities. The penalty, it weren't the worst penalty, but Sanchez made a good save. And in this game, they gave Jadon Sancho the man of the match, but really it was Sanchez. He made about 7 saves. He saved the penalty. Yeah, he gave it away, but the defense got cut open and he kind of had no choice, and he made up for it. But one thing with Chelsea, this is one thing that has never been in doubt. They have attacking option after attacking option, and Sancho came on at half time for Pedro Neto. he might be one of the flops of the season come the end of the season. I have a theory about him, but we'll just wait and see him on him. And Sancho looked lively when he came on. You could tell that he wanted to make a difference. He wanted to prove people wrong that say that he can't do it in the Prem. He's finished. And in the end, eventually, he got the assist. He played the ball into Nkunku. Another player that came on, Nkunku, João Felix and Sancho. 3 quality players to bring off the bench. And Nkunku, very strong, shrugged off 2 defenders and then buried it. It was a great finish. And then he put his balloon in the air. So Chelsea, not bad start to the season. I believe that's 2 wins, a draw, and a loss on the opening day. So they haven't lost since the opening day. It's not bad for them. Next game, West Ham away. So we're going to see how Chelsea get on. Aston Villa 3, Everton 2. Everton, this is another game. Everton, 2 games in a row. Big bottle jobs. I try to not cook them. I try to not stick the knife in because I know the fans are going through it. But you can't keep doing this. This is getting out of control. Because you even play good, you play well. In this game, you took the lead. Dwight McNeil, nice strike. He robbed the ball off Onana. Onana, such a pussy in this game. I've never seen him behave like this. He was on the floor crying, looking, rolling around. Rightly so, they hooked him at half time because I don't know if he thought he was still at Everton. He was in the training session, but he got hooked. Calvert-Lewin made it 2-0. Nice header. But then you're thinking, just get to half time, Everton. No. Ollie Watkins, first goal of the season. Remember what I said last week? Ollie Watkins will get 2. I did say 4-0. Yeah, I was wrong. But I was right. Ollie Watkins to score 2. And I'll tell you after who the other prediction was. So, half time comes. Villa changes, tactical tweaks, ready. Although in this game, they were kind of the dominant side. They were getting the chances. Everton, they were in the game, but you just know Everton, they're just always going to give you chances, always lapse in concentration. Their brain cells don't work correctly. They're lacking brain cells at the moment. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he had a chance to make it 3-1, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I don't know what he's thinking. He scored one, wasted one. Yeah. This Calvert-Lewin needs to get his head in the game. Maybe he was thinking about modelling. Maybe that's what it was. But, yeah. Then Watkins, he got the equaliser. No surprise there. And then, sooner or later, Duran, the super sub, come on. I said Watkins 2, Duran 1. That prediction, that was right. And this strike from John Duran, he knows how to strike a ball. He's a clean ball striker. Every time he comes on the pitch, he is a danger. And now he's the second top goal scorer after Erling Haaland. There's a lot of people on 3 goals. He's one of them. And I don't even think he's played 90 minutes in total. I might be wrong, but I don't feel like he has. I know he's not started the game for Villa, which is crazy. He's got to start. Surely you start him now. I don't know what you do, but Unai Emery seems to have a dilemma. Maybe him and Watkins should play together, 4-4-2. I don't know, but yeah. Everton, And it's crazy. Calvert-Lewin even had a chance to make it 3-3 and he hit the bar. This is just their luck. Sean Dyche, yeah, his time might be coming to an end. So, Everton lose again. Wolves 1, Newcastle 2. You see, Wolves' games, they're so exciting. It's like end to end. This basketball, you just get excited watching them. The first half, like, they were so good to watch, and they took the lead. It was a beautiful goal. Strand Larsen got played in on the halfway line, and he just held off his man, and he ran down the byline and played the ball in the box. João Gomez dummied it, and then Lemina back post finish. You're thinking, wow, what a goal. Wolves, they're playing brilliant, and they had chance after chance. They should have been 2 up minimum before half time. Minimum. They forced Newcastle into 3 subs at half time. This is what I like from managers, being proactive, not reactive. Half time comes, Eddie Howe hooks 3. Isak, Joe Linton, I think 3 of them anyway, they all got hooked. Harvey Barnes comes on, Willett comes on, and they bring the energy. But Wolves are still creating chances. They had another 2, I think it's Strand Larsen again, 2 headers. But in football, I always tell you, if you don't finish your dinner, someone else will. Someone else will come and eat your food. If you leave your plate of food unattended, someone will come and feast. And Fabian Schär, deflection. It was a deflection, but it was a nice strike. If you don't shoot, you won't score. And Schär got the goal. 1-1. Then Harvey Barnes, one of the goal of the month contenders. This finish was it was exquisite. Great strike by Harvey Barnes. Gets the ball and bends it in right into the top corner. 2-1. He could have even made it 3-1. Wolves, they still had chances after that. Cunha, great strike, great save by Nick Pope. But like I say, don't finish your dinner, someone else will, and done. Newcastle, they weren't at their best, but they are very effective. They get the job done, and they did today. Another undefeated side, 3 wins, 1 draw. Very good from Newcastle. Palace 2, Leicester 2. Nketiah made his debut, and he looked very lively in this one. Very lively, but he didn't get his goal. Him as a Mateta is going to be an interesting link-up. And Leicester in this game took the lead from Vardy, 35, and he's just still dangerous. You know, he's definitely going to get to 10 goals, definitely. I don't doubt it. If he even gets to 15, that will be a magnificent season for Vardy. Leicester went 2-0 up. And Ndidi to Mavididi, the Didi brothers, done the job for Leicester. But another bottle job in this game. Why do people keep doing this? Bottling it. Mateta pulled Palace back into the game, and then in the 90th minute, Connor Cody, he just couldn't help himself. It was a clumsy tackle. Why do you put your leg out in the box? Why? In the 90th minute, you just slide tackling. It was desperate. He's more experienced than this. And yeah, Mateta equalised. 2-2. Palace still haven't got a win. Leicester still haven't got a win, so this result helps none of them. Fulham 1, West Ham 1. Not much to talk about in this game. Goals from Jimenez and Danny Ings. ESR, he got his assist, which I told people he's going to have a very good season. Reece Nelson came on, he made a good cameo, and he's being rewarded in their next game with his first start. So, like I say, I'm just very happy for the boys. Fulham, that is a team that I will be keeping a close eye on for the Arsenal players, the Highlanders, because it's always nice to see your former youngsters doing well. Last game, Brighton 0, Ipswich 0. And that is it. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the Propaganda Machine. Actually, wait. We got to do the Premier League table and also take a look at the predictions from last week. As you can see, I got 4 results right, but 6 wrong, so it weren't the best weekend for me. Here's the table. Man City top, Arsenal second, Newcastle they're in third. They could go giant top if there's a draw next weekend. Who knows? And Liverpool dropped down to 4th. Aston Villa in 5th, climb above Brighton. Chelsea in 8th, Man United in 10th. They're climbing up the table. We've got Tottenham down to 13th. It is not looking good for them. And in the relegation zone, Wolves, Southampton and Everton. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. Bless people.